Hey everybody, welcome back to Doc G's Reloading. Today I'm going to do an unboxing on my Mossberg 590M. I was a little skeptical on this, being that it's a magazine-fed pump shotgun, but it got great reviews, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get one. So, really reasonably priced, so that's pretty good. And this is the 590M, so here's what you get when you go into the store. You get a 10 round magazine here, comes with a 10 rounder, and then you get the owner's manual and a action lock. So I like that I get a owner's manual. I don't like the fact that I did not get one with my Beretta A300. You have to use a QR code to get your manual. I mean, I still download them in PDF format, but I like having the owner's manual and user's manual. I do like having a hard copy of that because I keep them in the, I keep a stack of those, and then when I'm cleaning it, I just refer to it. And then it's got some firearms responsibility in the home, firearm safety depends on you, which we all know is for sure true. And then Mossberg joined the NRA, so a couple advertisements there. And then you get your trigger lock, action lock, whatever you want to call it. Then you get a cool Mossberg sticker there. And then you get this in the bag. And pull this out here. And then we'll put the box aside for now. All right, and then that's what you get. So I went ahead and got the nicer one with the nicer sights on it instead of the bead sight. I got the ghost ring sight, so it's got a nice, really nice cushiony butt pad there. That's really nice. It's got a swivel stud here and a swivel stud in front. It's got the magazine end cap, which you're not going to use. And I got the one with the heat shield on it. I like the heat shield, and it's got a nice ghost ring there in the back. You guys can see that. I'll try to get it so you can see it. It's got a nice ghost ring there. Looks fully adjustable there. Yeah, so it's adjustable for windage and elevation. And it's kind of winged, which is nice, so it protects it. And then it's got this nice front ramped sight there, which I like. It's got a nice slash of orange there. And that's this is brazed on here, and then this is dovetailed in, so that's nice. And then you got your release back here, so you can do the action without having to pull the trigger. So you push that in, and then it will rack for you. And says 590, and then it's got the tang mounted. As we all know, the Mossberg is known for their tang mounted safeties, and that's nice and stiff. So good, that's nice and stiff, very sure off and on there, so nice and stiff. And yeah, that's really cool. And this is drilled and tapped up here, so if you wanted to put a red dot, you could. I like the heat shield. I just think the heat shield looks cool. I think it looks kind of badass. And then it's got the magazine release here, which is ambidextrous. So you guys can kind of see that there. Also, you guys can kind of see it. So there's your mag release button. And there's one on each side. And then it comes with this 10 rounder. So you have to put them in like an AR style, not AR, I'm sorry, AK style. So you have to take this, so you got this, I mean, these are huge, and I'll show you the 20 rounder in a minute here. I got a 20 and a 15 rounder as well. But this is the 10 rounder. It's really nice. I mean, it's very sturdy. Not as heavy as I thought it would be, but very sturdy. And it's a double stack magazine. It's got metal feed lips back here. Those are metal and pressed into the plastic. And they do disassemble. You just push this button in, slide it forward, and you can take it apart and clean it if you needed to, if you dropped it in the mud. And so this is AK style, and then it has these three gussets here. These three gussets lock in on each side of the receiver. You can see how they've machined the receiver here You have 3 notches on each side. And then you just put it in AK-47 style, where you put it in the front and then, oh, it locks in nice and tight. I mean, there is no play there at all. That is nice and tight. And then just push the button, and it's not exactly, it doesn't eject like you'd expect on a you know, a handgun. There's no spring pushing up against it, but it does. So you would push the button, reach up, drop it, pop a new one in. So, or I'm sure if you put it in, you know, once it breaks in a little bit, it'll probably, you know, work a lot easier from that regard. But and that's the 10 rounder. And then here's the 15 rounder. And then here's a 20 rounder. So they are gigantic magazines. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'll angle this down a little bit more so you guys can kind of see those better. But really, you know, they're not inexpensive, but they are, you know, really well built, nice magazines. So you can pop this one out. So that's the 10 rounder it comes with. This is the 15 rounder here. And pop the 15 rounder in. It goes in the same way, nice. And then push the button and pop that one out. And then you got your 20 rounder here. So that's your 20 rounder. I mean, it's big. It'll be heavy, but I think it'll be cool. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. So, and you gotta love that sound. And I guess this has, yes, dual steel extractors. Everything here is steel. All of the important mechanisms are steel. So that's something nice. Really, I'm not going to do anything to this one. So we're not putting a red dot on. I'm not putting a match saver on. I'm not doing anything else. So this is really going to be it. I'm going to just leave it like this with the nice regular sights on it. And I'm just going to shoot it that way. I mean, you could take this off and put a red dot on here if you wanted to. Again, I'm not going to do that with this. Really, the only extra expense I had here was getting the magazines, the extra magazines, which again are not inexpensive, but again, it's however many you want to buy. And then it's got a nice trigger, got a little bit of take up, brakes nice and crisp. So typical Mossberg shotgun, the 590M. So there's the unboxing, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks again for watching Doc G's Reloading.